I'd like to invite you to cast your mind back to the world as it was 3 months ago. 3 months ago, Australia was just coming to the end of 28 years of completely uninterrupted economic growth. That's an extraordinary achievement. It wasn't perfect, but the fact remains that if you're less than 50, you have probably never worked through a really major recession. So the last 3 months has been quite different. It's been all hands on deck as we fight the COVID war. And it's been amazing to watch how quickly both companies and individuals have responded to the challenge that's been put to us. By now, you know how you're going to fight that particular battle immediately. You've set your people up to work remotely. You've secured your supply chains. You've tried to move your customers online. But the big question now is, how are you going to win the peace? What issues should be on your board agenda? And I'm going to pose 3 questions that I think every board should be asking itself right now. The first question is, has COVID changed our market context? Do you need to rethink the way you do your supply chains? Is your customer behaviour going to change? Are the distribution models in your market going to change? Are you facing new and different types of competition? I think the consequence of COVID will be that boards will be rethinking their innovation priorities. Some things will be accelerated, some things will drop off the agenda. But a lot of people are going to be thinking about how they do things differently in future. That's our reality at this point in time. It brings me to my second question, which is, does our strategy work under conditions of extreme uncertainty? I suggest that what you do is think in terms of scenarios. We don't really know what the new normal looks like. We might have a fast rebound. We might have a very patchy rebound. We might have a very long, slow grind to the new normal. The speed and trajectory of recovery will be different in different sectors, and there are some sectors which haven't faced the worst times yet. Construction is one example where existing building projects are being finished off, but far fewer are likely to be started in the near term. Venture capital is another example where the numbers look pretty good right now. There are still deals being closed, but those deals are deals that were well advanced when COVID hit. As we move into an environment where superannuation funds are paying out lots of cash to people seeking early release of capital, and an environment where business migration is reduced and SIV investment in venture capital is suspended, you can expect that there will be less money available from formal venture capital funds for early stage companies. In conditions of extreme uncertainty, large companies have actually got quite a lot that they can learn from lean startups. My final question as a company director is, do we have the right people and resources going forward? And as a director, I think you have a couple of roles. One is to support the CEO through this crisis. Leading a team in a crisis like this, it can be a very lonely job. It may not be that every member of your management team has the right attributes to deal with conditions of extreme ambiguity and a very tough environment. It may be that your management team is absolutely fabulous, but you simply can't afford to keep them together. So it's your job as the board to really help the CEO think through those things and navigate those tough decisions. If you take one thing away from my talk today, it's to spend time on what happens next and think about plotting a path forward that works under different scenarios. Staying resilient, staying flexible, and capturing the opportunities as the new normal unfolds. I wish you all the best on that journey.